You know, the only thing more dangerously addictive than a PopCap game is a collection of PopCap games. And maybe methamphetamines. I mean, this won't kill you. It's just it's PopCap Arcade Volume 2. Released back in 2009 for the Xbox 360, PopCap Arcade Volume 2 is, as the name suggests, the second PopCap Arcade collection. This one takes 3 games from PopCap and puts them on a single retail disc. And although that's a game less than the previous PopCap Arcade, Volume 2 is still a delightful collection. Going in alphabetical order here, the first is Feeding Frenzy 2. Now, the original is actually included on the first PopCap Arcade compilation, so it makes sense for the sequel to be here, and it gets Volume 2 off to a solid start. Now, the Feeding Frenzy games are usually labeled as the weakest links in these compilations, but that's only true because the other ones are so awesome. So don't worry, Feeding Frenzy 2, there's nothing wrong with just being very good. So you swim through the water and feed in a somewhat frenzied fashion, hence the game's title. You eat the fish that are smaller than you, and as you eat, you start to grow. And eventually, you can eat almost everything on the screen. It's simple, but it's addictive. It's kind of like Odell Lake, which is awesome.
Super Frenzy.
The second game is Heavy Weapon, and this is where I poured most of my time with this compilation. This is an old school kind of arcade shooter, and it's just fantastic. You move your tank with the left stick, and you shoot with the right. You shoot as many enemies as possible, and collect various upgrades along the way. And surprisingly, it's actually a lot easier than you might expect, but to me, that added accessibility is more than welcome. Now, of course, the final game, and really the crown jewel of this collection, is Peggle. And, there isn't a whole lot to say about Peggle, particularly because during the time I was supposed to be writing about Peggle, I was actually just playing more Peggle. Shoot all the orange gems to clear the stage. I realize it doesn't sound very exciting, but once you start playing, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's almost impossible to stop. So the 3 games range from solid to amazing, and each game includes online leaderboards. Now, to sweeten the deal, Heavy Weapon and Peggle have multiplayer, which means you can share your PopCap addiction with others. Why be selfish? Let everyone lose all semblance of productivity. It's PopCap Arcade Volume 2.